What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Gmi's World Podcast. Today we're going to be taking a look at Week 7 in the 2022 NFL season, and there's so much going on, but I got to let you guys know, I don't really understand. I've never seen the NFL like this in the history of me watching the NFL. The Giants are just winning. The Jets are winning. It's like, okay, Twilight Zone, please stop. But let's go ahead and jump into it with the Falcons and the Bengals. This was a brutal beating from the beginning. Other than the second quarter where the Falcons put up 17, the Bengals pretty much had control of this game, throughout its entirety. We really pretty much felt that the Falcons were kind of like overachievers, just coming into the game being 3-3. Honestly, many people that I spoke to also agreed. It's like, what are they really doing over there? Like, is Mariota really that guy? A lot of us don't believe it. Kyle Pitts still seems to be struggling. Like I said, it's sort of like you have to let it play through, but they are not too bad right now because they're in a division where, the Saints, the Panthers, just a lot of the teams suck. So the Falcons can actually still make the playoffs. So it's not the end of the road, but we kind of fully expected domination from the Bengals because the Bengals had a very slow start. And they are, returning from losing in the Super Bowl. So usually the people that lose, the teams that lose in the Super Bowl, they don't even make the playoffs the next year based on NFL history. All right, so the Bengals may actually be able to break that trend this year. Because it happens often like that. But again, it was nothing surprising here. I fully expected the Bengals to handle the business, and nothing was too, shocking about the whole situation. All right, the Lions and the Cowboys. Okay, this right here, Dak is back. All right, Dak still threw for like 200. Like it wasn't like he was overly the savior. All right, the defense was wild. The Cowboys defense is the real deal. 5 turnovers in the second half, bro. Like, it doesn't, put it like this, bro. Any of us that's watching this podcast or, on YouTube, over at Gmi's World Podcast, if you're listening to it on iTunes, Android, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all of us together could play quarterback if the defense plays like this. Because the defense is going to score points. All we got to do is just not turn the ball over. And I'm pretty sure I can hand the ball off to the running back and, maybe throw a couple passes that's going to get me 200 yards in a 60-minute game. Like the Cowboys defense is that good. They're dangerous because if somehow, some way, they're able to continue to win like this and they go to the playoffs and they catch you slipping, it could be very, very surprising. And if Dak can play halfway, like a decent quarterback, like Trent Dilfer with the Baltimore Ravens in 2000, if he can play halfway decent, this Cowboys team is very, very dangerous. And I've been saying that all year. I've never really believed in their offense, but defensively, I think everything is starting to click and they can be very, very dangerous. The Lions are a complete disappointment. Watching Hard Knocks, I really became a fan of the team. I love the motivational aspect of it, but they are what they are. And Jared Goff, he's terrible. And everybody knew that. The Rams knew that. A lot of people knew what was going on, but it appears that, you still get another chance. You're gonna go ahead and get another chance regardless, depending on the type of quarterback you are. And I don't know what he's doing, and I don't think he knows what he's doing, but it doesn't really matter. Ultimately, the Lions are not going to be in the playoffs yet again, and they suck. The Colts and the Titans. This actually was a lot more of a tough game, more of a sweaty than I anticipated. That was my fault for thinking that, the Colts had any pride, but it doesn't really matter. The Titans came out, handled their business. Matt Ryan, 243 yards, 1 touchdown. He threw the ball 44 times, but Derrick Henry was able to seal this. All right. Colts having 3 turnovers against a team that primarily runs the ball. You know what's going to happen with that. If a team plays the right defense and they run the ball, that is a recipe. No matter, I don't care whatever happens to the NFL. If you go back into the history, playing good defense and running the ball is always more than likely going to equal a win. All right, just the history of the game itself. So, 3 turnovers, not good, Colts. You can't be doing stuff like that. Offense wasn't really ready to go. It's been a complete debacle over there in Indy this year. But the Titans are not that good either. So we got to wait to see how it works out. But, both those teams wasn't really impressive. Now, here goes the part. We're going to start with the Packers. Okay, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady lost to ex-NFL quarterbacks. And I'm going to say that again. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady lost to ex-NFL quarterbacks. This is real. This is real life. This is actually happening right before you. This is an absolute joke. Now, I will say this about the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, it's something about his body language, bro. Are you guys seeing that? Like, it's like he's not even really demeaning his team anymore. It's like he doesn't really care. Like, when something goes wrong, he doesn't show the same frustration and the same fire. And I don't know if he wants to like tone it down or what it is, but it looks like he's not as angry anymore. Like he just wants to like get through the season type thing. Very, very calm in his press conferences. a lot of different demeanor. Now, that could mean a lot of different things, but I don't think we're seeing the same Aaron Rodgers, and that can be because of a lot of things. When you lose a receiver like Davante Adams, and you get a lot of these younger receivers that are dropping passes all the time, you may just accept the fact that you're not going to be good, right? Because he made some really good throws, and receivers just dropped the ball. So it's not really on Aaron Rodgers 100% because the dudes won't catch the damn ball. Like, it's like, what do you want to do here? It doesn't make any sense. Like, can somebody catch the ball for me? So his demeanor could be a mixture of the fact that he understands because he sees it in practice that these dudes are garbage and his best receiver is his running back. And it's like, okay, so none of you guys want to catch the ball. You got Lazard on the sideline. He has a shoulder injury. Dudes are garbage. Like, he's like, you know what, bro? I'm just going to be as calm as I can be and just go through the motions. Because he made a lot of throws that if they were caught, they would have beat the Commanders by at least 2 touchdowns. That's my opinion. The Commanders winning the game with Taylor Heineke, I got to be honest, bro. I think this is the end of the road for that other bum, Carson Wentz. It may be the end of the road, bro. Because Heineke actually looked better than him in all aspects of the game. And, you know, I looked at it like, wow, he can really throw the ball to McLaurin. Like, McLaurin is out of control. And the funny part about it is he only had 5 receptions for 73 yards. That's what's so weird about it. But his clutch catch late in the game, that really sealed it. Like I said, Carson Wentz, that injury and the shrine that they built for Nick Foles destroyed his all of his confidence when he was with the Eagles. And that's how delicate the newer athletes are in most cases. Back in the old days, bro, those athletes didn't care because they were playing for a lot less money and they had families to feed. They didn't care who was doing what was going on. Things happened and they were able to rebound. Now, bro, confidence, you crush it, it's over. It's done. Everything is over. And it looks like Carson Wentz may be done, bro. Completely. Just the Commanders beating the Packers. It's no reason to even look at Carson Wentz anymore. Ron Rivera went wild on him, apologized, but Ron Rivera meant everything that he said. And it is what it is. The Buccaneers and the Panthers. Now, before I tell you about this Panthers beating the brakes off of Tom Brady, again, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers lost to XFL quarterbacks. Okay? This is absolutely insane what happened. But let me just say this, right? Veteran teams usually don't lose games where like one mishap happens. Early in the game, Mike Evans dropped a wide open touchdown. And then even in his interview after the game, he explained, you know, that takes the life out of the team. But not a veteran team, though. Like, usually they're able to rebound. Not this time. This team is not good, and I don't think it's not all Tom Brady. Tom Brady made a lot of good throws that people just dropped. He threw the ball 49 times, and a lot of it was 32 of 49, 290 yards. A lot of them just dropped the football. So it's not like Tom Brady's just completely done. On 4th down, he did throw a Stevie, and it should have been picked, and you know, towards the end of the game when he was trying to come back. But he did make good throws throughout the game, and everybody's dropping it. So it's very unfortunate, even when your star players are not doing what they're supposed to do. So he pretty much is going through all of this stuff off the field, and his team is just not playing for him. Now, the head coach may be an issue. All right, the head coach could definitely be an issue. It's a lot. When I watch, you know, when I watch him speak, it's like he's a lot more. I don't know. He doesn't have the energy that I think the previous coach had. It's something that's going on there. I don't know. The team just doesn't seem to be responding to him. The defense as well, even though it's supposed to be a defensive mastermind. It's something going on with that, bro. I don't really know what it is, but the team just feels different. And I think the head coach has something to do with that. Because when you look at the Giants, who we're going to be talking about right now, you can see a big difference in the response to the coaching. So I think a lot has to do with the team's defense and the voices. Like, new voices that they're hearing is just not really doing anything for them. That, I believe, is a huge factor. Jumping into the Giants and the Jaguars, all right? Daniel Jones is looking to be like a really good fit for the Giants. Saquon Barkley is looking like he's never running out of energy. They're 6-1. The Giants are 6-1, and they're 3-0 away. The Jaguars had a very, very good chance to win this game. They just couldn't make it happen. It came down to the last play with the Giants. It was an epitome of the Giants season. It was right there, and the guy just couldn't get a yard to get in to score, so they could win by 1, possibly with the extra point. And that's how the Giants are winning games. They're playing very gritty, and it's out of control. And at the end of the day, I got to be totally honest with you guys, bro. The Giants are scary because you don't really know what they're doing. Yeah, they want to run the ball and play good defense, but out of nowhere, it'll be a read option and Daniel Jones will go for 60 yards. It's a weird offense and nothing makes sense about it. And that's what I believe is so difficult to defend that. So we have to wait to see, but I'm absolutely shocked. I'm appalled. And I'm taken aback that the Giants are 6-1 because I don't believe that they're that good. But that's my opinion, and I'll stand by it. The Browns and the Ravens. The Browns, listen, they gave this game up. Late fumble in the game. The Browns could have gone down and won this game, you know, primarily easy. Amari Cooper, that offensive pass interference actually killed the Browns. They are now 2-5. This team could have easily been 5-2 though. And the Ravens, they for some reason can't close games like solidly. Brissett, for the most part, he was decent, but he's not that guy. Nick Chubb, 16 carries, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. I think he played pretty well. But dude, the Browns should be easily 5-2, but they're the Browns. And the Ravens are not really that exciting either. I don't know what's going to go on, but like I said, I still believe they should have paid Lamar Jackson before the season. I still ultimately believe that he won't remain in Baltimore, you know, soon after his contract is expired, because it just wasn't right the way they did it. But it is what it is. All right. So, you know, at the end of the day, that's pretty much what I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think. The Jets and the Broncos. Again, now, Ripien started for the Broncos, right? And they said that, you know, Russell Wilson has he has a hamstring injury. He has a hangnail. One of his socks, he has a sock injury because the wrong sock was on. They did everything they could to get that man out of the lineup, right? I believe that he could have, you know, played, but they want to see what else is going on. And that's dangerous because they spent so much money to get him and they still lost because the team is just garbage. And Hackett, the coach, has been making bad decisions since week 1. So more than likely, this is his last season coaching in the NFL. I would not be surprised if he's fired before the season ends because the coaches are always a liability. But in this case, he actually deserves it. Breece Hall, heal up, my brother. Very unfortunate. It looks like it's going to be an ACL. He was starting to play very, very well. He was a big part of the Jets being 5-2 right now. Very unfortunate. I hate these injuries to these young players. Heal up, my brother. But the Broncos, you guys are done. Texans and the Raiders finally did it. Josh Jacobs with 3 touchdowns, you know, is going to get it done. I don't believe in Derek Carr. I still stand by that. Devontae Adams, 8 receptions, 95 yards. Davis Mills looked really bad yesterday. He looked like a regular trash can player. So I don't know how that's going to continue to go on for that team. Because I thought he was a lot better than that. I thought he played a lot better in the past, but he was really, really bad. And the Raiders had a lot to do with that, with the pick 6 and everything that was going on. So I think he's a terrible player, Davis Mills. They're going to have to figure out what's going on with the Texans. Seahawks and the Chargers. I want to tell you this right now. Herbert, I was thinking that he was a good QB. I'm going to have to go ahead and say, I don't know anymore. I'm going to have to say I don't know. I can't, like, the way he was playing and the throws he made, he's awful, dude. Like, dude, I understand Mike Williams got injured. Bro, listen, guys, it's no excuse for the way he was playing. 33 of 51, 293 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he made really, really bad decisions. And what is up with Geno Smith, dude? Why is Geno Smith playing this well? Like, I don't know. This league is just aggravating my flesh and my soul at this point because I can't really bet a game. I'm losing my shirt like a lot of you guys are with betting, and it's just like, oh my goodness, how is Geno Smith this good right now? And it's not like he's throwing the ball and airing it out. He's just making the right decisions in most cases. Will he throw a pick? Absolutely. But he's making the right decisions. And that's what's scaring me, that they're much better without Russell Wilson. It's really, really scary. Chiefs and the Niners. So everybody was excited about McCaffrey going over there. Oh my God, McCaffrey this, McCaffrey that. And then Hardman had 3 touchdowns from Patrick Mahomes. 25 of 34, 423 yards, 3 touchdowns. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Juju Smith-Schuster, I don't even respect him. And he had 7 receptions, 124, and a TD. The Niners got destroyed. And a lot of what happened was people don't understand. Garoppolo is trash. And that is the reason that they were willing to go with Trey Lance prior to when he was injured. If Garoppolo was good, even besides the injury that, you know, that he had injury prone last season, whatever, he was out, he was in, he's not good, bro. That's why the staff wanted to get away from him. But again, you're going to go ahead and he's going to rear his ugly head at you every single chance he gets. The dude was making some horrific decisions and he just sucked. And that's the bottom line, bro. And then finally, the Sunday night game. Shout out to all of the 1972. Was it the 1972 Dolphins? Their perfect season. I know Patriots fans are throwing up in their mouth because you had that season with Randy Moss and the Giants just ruined it. And the Patriots would have been the actual better team because of Randy Moss if they would have won that Super Bowl against the Giants, but it didn't work out. History shows that the Dolphins are the only perfect team in NFL history. And it was very, very good to see some of these guys come out and celebrate. Very, very happy for Tua. Didn't really have a good game, like, overall, but he fights and he does things that helps the team win, and they respect him. And I love that. I love the way that they rallied around him. It started off like they were going to beat the brakes off the Steelers, but then the Steelers kind of rebounded. And then honestly, you know, their rookie QB Pickett, he just couldn't make a play when it came down to it. But I'm very happy for Tua being back. He's very cognizant about the concussion situation, and the team really seems to respond to him. So that was a big deal, them winning with him coming back. Dolphins are 4-3 in the season, 16-10. With Waddle and Tyreek Hill, they're going to be a very dangerous team to beat consistently. So I do see them going to the to the playoffs and possibly making some noise, in all honesty. So very, very happy for Tua coming back. Beautiful to see. Very exciting weekend of football. But at the end of the day, the NFL, just stay away from it with bets, bro, because I don't know what's going on. Other than that, I'm going to see you guys very, very soon. We got Monday Night Football later. Enjoy your day. Stay blessed. Stay well. Until next time. One love, y'all.